yeah, it basically just kind of fizzled out from there. I mean, you're asking for stuff and you're posting things and you're doing things, and it's like, it's going nowhere.
Now, if you've been screwed over by business coaches before, you are not alone. And this episode all started with Shane sending me this email. Long story short, my $6,000 bought me 2 10-minute phone calls with this dude, access to a Facebook group with others doing the course, an overwhelming amount of information all neatly packaged into one place, optional weekly phone calls with cheerleaders, not actionable advice or help, access to case studies so we could copy their success. These were just podcasts of conversations, no steps or actionable intel, just conversations to get us hyped, which they did. Another $5,000 deep, which put me in severe financial strain and now has me in a mountain of debt, literally zero to show from it. And I really just want to say that as someone who's paid close to $10,000 for total bullshit coaching and someone who's never worked with you, I would actually feel better about recommending you to a friend based solely off what I've seen in your emails. Now, to be honest, this email is something that we see pretty frequently in the Coaches Cartel. And as soon as I read Shane's email, I replied back and it was really simple. I wanted to get onto a one-on-one call with him, which I'm giving you a behind the scenes look into in this episode. This is what we call as a part of the Project Accelerator, where we go through and we actually map out some of the 5 key projects, what his 12-month plan is, what his actions for the next 90 days are, and we break each of those actions down for him. Now, this episode is really for you if you're confused about what it is that you need to be doing to build your dream fitness business. And if you're wanting to actually have the guidance, to have the help, so you don't get stuck on all the different things that you could be doing. Because the truth is there are only a few things that you really should be doing and that are going to get you the biggest results as well. So in this episode, we go through what his social media strategy is going to be, what is going to happen to actually build his face-to-face one-on-one business as well, how is he going to launch his online fitness coaching program, and what is his funnels going to look like, what is his process to going to go from how to get people to know him to actually building a trust, building authority, and then signing them on clients as well. So I want you to take as many notes as possible. Now, if you want to be able to jump on board the same programs as the Coaches Cartel members, then I'll pop a link below for you to apply, because we first actually have to make sure that you qualify and we map out the exact steps for you. But firstly, let's make sure you get everything from this episode, so let's bring on Shane.
All right, so I found very interesting, Shane, the email you sent through to me. 1, because I'd been through that before. 2, because I'd heard heaps of other coaches gone through the same thing. So when the first thing that I thought when I was reading through with it was like, let's actually dissect this with where you're at right now. Let's actually put together a plan. So what I'll do, and I'll just show you right now. So this is what we call the Project Accelerator in the actual Coaches Cartel. So we break this down into 12 90-day this week goals. Effectively, main aim is what do you need to execute on in the next 90 days. We break that down into 5 main projects. Each project then breaks down into 5 actions that we call your success criteria. Then we actually figure out, and we kind of call this your activate, calibrate, accelerate. So in the next 30, 60, 90 days, what's the goal that you want dollars-wise, goal that you want leads-wise, goal that you want client-wise. We have here at the end, like next intensive win. So in the Coaches Cartel, we get together every 4 months. Now, obviously, you don't need to worry about that. So it's all good. We'll kind of cover everything else out there. Is that cool?
Yeah, so that's probably more intensive than what I paid thousands of pounds for 12 weeks.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up right here. Good talking to you, Shane. Have a good day.
So a little bit of guidance is more than the
That's
entire 12 that we had before.
So let's just dive into that. I'm interested. I don't want any name calling. I know we've chatted through this about email. This is 100% positive right here, but I want to come to the positive as in I know a lot of other coaches are going to be in the same position as yourself. I've had this situation before where you kind of have that feeling where you kind of get like hang out left to dry. And it's a sucky situation because you're only left with like more questions as well. So just walk me through like what happened.
So just started paying for coaching, came on, and like that the onboarding process was it was quite in depth. So we were told what we could expect, what we would get. But again, I suppose it seemed in depth because I didn't really have an idea of what, what in depth should have really been. So we were told that the basic premise of it, we were going to get 12 weeks one-to-one coaching. So we'd have access to this coach, we'd have access to his team. We were provided with 3 other coaches that were kind of mini coaches to help along the way. We could contact them at any time. So it seemed like there was a lot of contact and a lot of support. What else do we have then? We were told that we'd be shown how to actually build our client systems. So let's say, for example, you wanted to take on 50 clients and charge them each £1,000. That's your total model, whatever you were doing. You'd be told how to scale that, how to actually manage those 50 people. Yeah. And then finally, we were told that we'd be taught how to actually advertise and acquire clients. So not just run a Facebook ad and go out, but actually have systems that these guys have in place so you can, as foolproof as possible, go and get clients and actually bring them into your business. Yep. So obviously that sounds great. I mean, on its surface, you're going to be taught how to acquire clients, you're going to be taught how to manage them, and you're going to have these coaches on hand to actually help you. Yep. And what it transpired into was access into, a secret Facebook group. So you're in there with the other guys on the course. It's pretty standard. Yep. And then we're given a membership site, and the membership site has about 10 or 15 modules all laid out. And for the first couple of weeks, you just get module 1, module 2, module 3. So it's kind of, it's slowly fed to you, so that's fine. But after maybe week 4, week 5, all the modules just suddenly open. And week 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 were nice and slow. It was, finding your avatar and basic stuff and kind of getting your head around the whole concept. But then after that, it was like, boom, everything just opens and it's this flood of information. And it's kind of like, shit, where do I go? We've not actually learned how to find your clients now or build your thing. You've just learned really, really basics of kind of internet business or internet marketing. And then suddenly you're bringing the coaches and you're on the Facebook group and you're looking for help. And it's like, oh, get ClickFunnels or get lead pages, build your funnels, build your page. Then, use Facebook to advertise it for free. And then once you've exhausted all your free methods, then start paying for Facebook ads. Again, it's not great information, but even it went as far as when I bought ClickFunnels, trying to get help to actually build the funnel and use stuff, you just send it off to any of the coaches and it was like cheerleading squad. They send it back, be like, yeah, that's awesome, that's perfect, great, video looks good, it's all flashy, it's fine. Then you'd send out the Facebook ad, it'd be like, okay, never used a Facebook ad before, what do I do? And it'd go refer to whatever in the group and that module. So you refer to that module and basically what you ended up with was like case studies of people who'd run ads. So not actual, tangible information, as in
like a framework, just like
manager do this. Yeah, literally like this conversation we're having. So some guy's going to go, what coach should I avoid? And it's literally me going, the shit ones. It's that super broad kind of help. Like it. Yeah. So that was basically it. And then it got to the point where, you're just messaging and posting stuff in the group, and you're getting answers from other people that are on your level because they're hyped and they want to help, but you're not actually getting any tangible answers from the guys that you're paying for or any help, like any direct help that you need. And it basically just kind of fizzled out from there. I mean, you're asking for stuff and you're posting things and you're doing things and it's like, it's going nowhere.
That sucks. Okay. Oh, good. That sucks. Hang on. Wasn't there other things you paid for as well?
Yeah. So this was coming towards the end of that course. I had my Facebook page set up, my Facebook group and my page. And again, the whole squad of people were like, yeah, everything looks good. The content was fine. You could be a little more active with it, whatever, like general kind of guidelines with it. And they said that, I'm marketable, everything is fine, that the problems have to be my Facebook ads. They're like, obviously you're not pushing them out or you just can't figure out your niche or whatever. Yeah. So they recommended a marketing team that they themselves had worked with. And again, the marketing team was super flash and making millions and always worked with fit pros. I jumped on the phone. I was like, look, we work with loads of fit pros. We can do this quite easily. We've got templates laid out. So we're going to do a 3-month program. The first month is just going to be data acquisition. Then after that, we'll be able to crack on. First month, tons of data came in. They didn't spend too much money. So I'm like, okay, that's great. Second month came in, started spending more money, but 0 results. Third month came in, still 0 results. And what really just kind of, broke my back with it was when I messaged one of the head marketers on the team. I said, look, I understand this stuff takes time, but realistically, is there any sort of time frame you can give? Or is there anything I can be doing? Or is there anything setting off alarm bells for zero results. And he came back with an email that said, well, basically the Fit Pro market is saturated, so it's not a good time to be a Fit Pro online right now. I said, mate, you took like £5,000 from me. You couldn't have told me that email 3 months ago.
I should be laughing.
Oh, mate, if I don't laugh about it, I have a breakdown.
All right, fair enough. Good, we could laugh about it. Okay. Okay, good. I'm taking notes as we go through this just so we can
Awesome.
do it. So, okay. In a nutshell, super shit, didn't get what you want. Now, when I read your email, I was like, you know what? Let's just do a recording. Let's actually do something and let's actually see how easy this can be, because I actually truly believe this shit's really easy. So let's break this on down. I want to take you through the process now. Essentially, kind of like the onboarding process, but we're going to try and fucking cram it in like 30 minutes. I want you to walk away with like actionable, practical steps. I want you to report back to me every 7 days. I might even add you into my client group just as you kind of go through the steps. And then I want to have like a report and just say, how do you actually go with it? Do you know what I mean? That would be kind of fun. As in like, look, completely free coaching, take it, copy it, use it, do whatever. And obviously let's just see the results. That'd be cool. Okay. Vision, 12-month goal. We're having this conversation right now. In 12 months from here, what's going to make you happy in that next 12 months of progress?
So 12 months from now, with solely online clients, I'd be looking at £15,000 a month from online clients.
£15,000?
A month from online clients.
Yep. Okay, cool. Now, you do run a face-to-face business as well at the moment, don't you, Shane?
I have a face-to-face business as well, yeah. So the idea would be, just talking strictly from this, for an online coaching, it would be 15 from online coaching. My face-to-face business, if I was making that much, I'd be looking to draw back on the hours, but never permanently leave. I like face-to-face contact. I like my clients, but that would be a much smaller scale. I mean, I'd be happy literally taking 3K, 4K from that a month, than just having 4 or 5 of the clients that really work hard, that are really long-term cases that I really get on with.
Cool. So 15K online, 4 to 5K face-to-face, let's say 20K or per month with that. Now, obviously you've gone through some of this process. So if questions come up, like use me and let's flesh this shit out as we go through it. With the online, what's the model that you want to run? Like, let's say I'm a client, I want to come on as a client of yours. What am I essentially signing up to? What am I paying for?
Okay. So what it was originally, and this is where the onboarding process from the last place basically wasn't in depth at all. Originally, you were just told, find your niche clients. So obviously I prefer to work with overweight clients. I came from a background where I specialized in working with diabetic patients and people with extreme obesity, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, any of those kind of metabolic style conditions. Yeah. So when I told this to the other group, they were like, oh, that's great, but widen your market first and just do fat loss and then niche down from there. Of course, the widening out never worked and the niching down never came. Yeah. So it kind of left me screwed. So right now, I'm building this plan. The group I would like to work with would be very close one-on-one, as in taking you on as the client. You get this whole onboarding process. We find out your goals, we find out what you want to do, and then go through creating your plan, creating your nutrition, but have it in place so that once a week you report to me by a video like this, and then once every 2 weeks we have all of the clients in an actual hour-long Skype chat just to kind of come in. So there's a little bit more contact in there. Everyone gets their access to their Facebook group, so it's kind of make it as much face-to-face contact as people can possibly get with me. And obviously, training, I mean, the only difference taking on a diabetic patient and a normal patient would be watching their insulin levels, watching their doses of insulin, watching how much sugar they, it's not that much more difficult. Yeah,
cool. Okay, awesome. So we're definitely thinking more of a high-end one-on-one online coaching program. Where do you think you would top out on that? Like, obviously there's a limitation as to how many clients you could onboard into something like that with the scale wise. Have you thought about how many clients would kind of be your top end range that you would max out at?
So being realistic and having that much time and effort to put into each one of those clients, taking a small amount of time and effort off it for the 4 or 5 clients that I'd have face-to-face, could easily have a volume of maybe 25 with that high level of intensity.
And have you thought about what would you want to do? Let's say we do a launch, open up the floodgates, get 25 clients on board. What's the next revenue stream that you would want to bring on online? Have you thought that far?
No.
Right, okay, cool. Now, let's just kind of like I just want to throw some shit out there. Let's just see what sticks and see what kind of vibes with you with where you're at. What I like with what you're saying already is I rather start with a high-end program first, simply because it means, you know what I mean, we can get, let's call it 25 clients, 15K per month, rolling in through that way. But let's say what we could do is launch, take the first batch of clients on the program, run them for, let's call it 12 to 16 weeks. So there's a good batch. Now, let's call it 16 weeks. Let's say after the 16 weeks, what you could do is look at all the videos you shot, all the diets you wrote, all the training programs you wrote, all the coaching that you've essentially created.
Yeah.
Let's just call those assets, right? So you've created a bunch of assets for 16 weeks. Now, what I would then do is then turn around and go, okay, let's think of different buckets right now of what your clients. So let's say, because you've got a good idea of who your target market is, and I think you should think more narrow than broad. But even in that narrow range, you could say there's maybe 3 or 4 different buckets that a potential client could sit into. Do you know what I mean? So they're slightly different. And then usually they're kind of in those buckets. So then you could say, okay, if somebody falls into this bucket right now, let's use all these assets that we've already created. And then you can create, like, say, a 3 to 6 month coaching program that's already there, but it's already made. Do you know what I mean? So essentially what we can do is turn all those assets, maybe create more of like an automated program, like a membership program. You've already created it. So you've been paid to actually create that stuff in the first place. It's been proven because you've used it with real people and you've fine-tuned it through that 16-week process. So it's not bullshit. It's legit all the way through it. And therefore you're confident in being able to go, okay, if you fit this bucket, then this is going to be the best kind of 3 to 6 month program that you can follow from here. So then let's say after 16 weeks of the one-on-one coaching, let's say do a new launch for the 16-week program, but then you can launch like a membership program as well. So then you've got 2 revenue streams coming through that.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Okay, cool.
And again, that's the, what am I trying to say? With the last coaching group, that would have been the overall. So they would have said, launch, have your group, and then run membership sites. But literally no actual technical detail of how to get there. Nothing.
No, we can cover that. We can cover that. Okay, so theme would be launch, online, one-on-one. Let's call this 25 clients. Face-to-face wise, good, bad, or mediocre at the moment?
Was good. Now it's mediocre. So again, joy of having big money clients. So 2 of them left the country and income dropped by about £1,500.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I definitely had that problem as well when I was in Dubai. Okay. How are you currently trying to get clients face to face right now?
So face to face, the only outlet we have is walking the floor in the gym. Traditional.
Okay. You're in a commercial gym?
Commercial gym, yeah.
Perfect. Do you run seminars in the gym?
No. So you can become a fitness instructor through the gym, which is like pulling teeth. It's technically impossible. A select few get to become fitness instructors, generally the people who are friends with the managers. And that would be your only other outlet of kind of getting clients. Obviously, you run classes and then clients come to you from classes. Otherwise, you're just on the gym floor competing with the other PTs.
So let's just say if you wanted to run like a 45-minute weight loss for diabetic workshop in the gym, it's free for members. Would they let you do it?
Probably not, because I know another girl in the gym tried something similar before. She was an elite level gymnast. Yeah. So she wanted to talk to people interested in gymnastics. Yeah. It was people within the gym, it was free. Outside of the gym had to pay. And basically she was looking to create business outside of the gym. And they wouldn't let her come in and just give a talk. And another person tried to hand out flyers for a nutritional talk they were given in their apartment building. So again, free for people, and they wouldn't let
What if you held the seminar in the gym, only for gym members, held in the gym?
Could approach them and see, but because of the way the management runs, it's very unlikely that they'd allow a single.
We'll put a question mark next to it. I'll send something after this that could help, but like that's one method. Okay, walking the floor. When you're walking the floor, is it more like build relationships, get to know people? Hey, how are you going? And then what? Is it like you're trying to get them into, say, like a consultation or a training session or something like that?
So generally, I'd approach more overweight clients, people people that need kind of fat loss help, but the approach is a lot more long-winded. So I'd meet somebody, make contact, get them to know my face for about a week. After that, then build up a little bit of a relationship. I mean, I'll have somebody in a consultation within like 2.5, 3 weeks. But generally, my actual get to consultation rate and closing rate has always been like up in the high 90s. So when
totally. Once you've actually got them there, they're on board, but it's just getting them there in the first place. Cool.
Exactly.
Do you have a Facebook group, like a group where you give content out, kind of build a community online?
Yeah, that was the only useful thing I got from the other group was that when we done some video launches, I just threw everybody that had watched the videos into a group. It's just out of chance. I said, look, if you want to actually see more content, join up on this group. And I made a group instead of a Facebook page. But in the group, there's 1,200 members in the group.
Cool. Okay, fantastic. I would, and this is actually something we've done with a few coaches now that's working really well, is push people on from the gym floor into the Facebook group. So when you're having those conversations, just be like, hey, Shane, look, I've got a free group. If you want some like weight loss tips, workouts, stay up to date with everything, I can add you into this group. It's completely free, blah, blah, blah. Just another method for you to build more relationship. But here's the hack for it is once somebody joins the group, create a pin post in the group and tag them in the pin post. And the pin post is essentially like, how do you get the most out of you being here right now? So it could be like, do an introduction video. What's your number one biggest frustration that I can help you with? What's the current diet that you like trying to follow or something like that? Then send them a private message. So everyone that joins the group, send them a private message and just like, Shane, so great that you joined the group. Really appreciate it. What's the biggest frustration you're having right now? I'm trying to lose weight. Start the conversation up. Obviously, if they're from the gym, you've had a conversation with them in a gym. You've now taken them online and you're having another conversation with them and they're starting to soak in more content. Then I would say, hey, look, probably easy step from here is let's have a free weight loss consultation. I'll walk you through what could be a better fit for, say, a diet and a training plan for you. How does that sound? Awesome. Book in a time and then do what you do because you're already closing at a high rate anyway.
Yeah, that sounds good. I actually attempted that with 1 or 2 people in the gym, but like that, because it wasn't something that I'd put, kind of long-term thought process into, because there was no real thought process after it. So once a couple of people got in, and then I just kind of forgot about pushing people into the group. And then once
I get
the group went started, you're just kind of turning the wheels, trying to do the same shit that wasn't working. You're completely just stuck there. It feels like it's never going anywhere.
No, okay, good. So let's concentrate on building that group because it's already there. Let's use the assets that you've already got. Like we don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. So that's all good. Content group. Okay. Funnel. What did you do before? What's been created so far?
So using ClickFunnels, depending on what type of program we were trying to push or what it was coming out, there was different funnels. So the basic layout of the funnel would have been a banner at the top with the company's name, then probably an introduction video of me, kind of a big style video, some pinpoints underneath about the video, and then befores and afters of clients, transformations, testimonials, and information about what the actual program you're trying to flog is. I mean, there was nothing special.
Do you have really good results from your clients at the moment?
I have good results from my clients, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
So if we were to put down clients' photos, I've got good photos of clients, but because of the low volume of clients I work with, I mean, I've been in this gym for a year, and in the space of a year, I've worked with 8 separate clients.
Yeah. Okay. Did you create the funnels yourself?
Yeah, I had to create everything myself. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you a link here on Zoom. Where's the chat box? All right. That link there, that is what I call a case study funnel. So it's the complete funnel that's already been created. So this one's just a 3-step. It's the opt-in, which is the actual lead magnet. The lead magnet it's going to be you actually showcasing the results of one of your clients because you're already getting such good results for your clients. What the fuck's the point of you creating a lead magnet that's like the top 5 tips to lose weight or something like that? I would much rather you create how Sharon lost 31 kilos in 1 year. Do you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Click here to find out exactly how she does it. I can shoot through, we use like a 9-step framework for how do you create a case study episode. So you do sit down with one of your clients that's gotten really good results, shoot the actual case study. It turns into epic content that you can share on all your different platforms, but it's an actual piece of a lead magnet right now. That funnel that I just sent you, it's already got the opt-in. So all you'll need to do is just change the logo to your logo, change the headline to your headline, change the image to your image. The thank you page though, as you'll see, is where it actually goes like, thanks so much. This is where it is. The video's further down, but what we actually do is we use that thank you page as kind of the next step upsell. So that next step actually gets them into, like, let's say a weight loss consultation. So you have a first crack at being able to get them to book in for a weight loss consultation for you. And then when they sign up into it, so they've gone opt-in page, thank you page, video on here. This gets them into a weight loss consultation. From the opt-in page, they get the email. The email then takes them to a video delivery page, which is the third step in this funnel. Then that video delivery page obviously showcases the entire case study, and then they can book in for a weight loss consultation in from there as well.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Okay, so let's call this case study funnel. Perfect. Let's call this Facebook group. How's the content that you're producing at the moment? Just like, what social media platforms are you focusing on right now?
Oh, only advertisement one was Facebook. I have an Instagram as well, but that was just a personal Instagram that developed into having my company's name. There's the content on the Instagram is nothing like the Facebook. The Facebook was where I was actually pushing content. So helpful videos, basically taking people from start to zero. So videos on how to actually manage your nutrition, how to use MyFitnessPal, how to calculate macros, how to actually set up a 3-day gym program, how to use every single machine and change everything, basic chest, back, legs, everything, how to use every single machine or dumbbell for it. So actually, over the course of a while, I created a full video that had how to get yourself from 0 to results in 12 weeks, completely by following videos. And then I made another video, summing it all up to tell people that that's what had been done as well.
Were you sharing that on Instagram as well?
No, that wasn't being shared on Instagram. That was just on Facebook.
And were all the content pieces that you were creating on Facebook, were you pushing them as ads, or they were just like organically going in?
Organically going through the group.
Okay. Oh, okay. Going through the group. Okay, cool. How were you trying to get people that didn't know you to know you?
Hoping for the best and wishful thinking. Like literally, even if you ask me that question now, I have no idea because we've never given a sort of step.
What's the in your Instagram handle?
Shredded_dough. So SOREDDED_DOUGH.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's the first one that comes up.
I'll find out myself.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. All right. How long were the videos that you were shooting?
On Facebook?
Yes.
I'd say anything from 2 to 5 minutes, depending on what the content was about. Small rants, 30 seconds, actual content, 5 minutes.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's go. Project 3 is going to be your content. And we're going to break this down into... And how often were you pumping these videos out?
In the beginning, 1 video every single day. Then it became 3 posts every day, sometimes 2 videos and 1 post every day. And then as everything kind of came to a close and got more and more disheartened, it started becoming 1 video and 1 video and 1 post. Like it was kind of, I stopped posting the content because nothing was coming back from it. And I know, obviously that's the wrong way to do it. I got to keep pumping it out, but it just became like that, running on the same wheel. You're posting videos all day long.
Yeah.
And getting nothing.
Yeah. You're feeling like you're just fucking pissing in the wind. It's messy and it doesn't
Exactly. And it's hard to do a video to actually, how it's hard to get pumped to be like, help everybody when there's
feeling flat as a day.
Completely.
Okay. All right. This is good. I would, all right, super brief. I would say shoot a 5 to 10 minute video so you can go deeper into it, because I can tell you've got heaps of content that you can go into. So let's say you only need to do 3 5 to 10 minute videos per week. Let's not put too much on the plate. I'd rather quality rather than quantity.
Definitely.
So 3 5 to 10 minute videos per week. When you shoot one of those videos, cut the video into a 1 minute portion as well. So let's say you've got a 5 minute video and you get a 1 minute video cut from that as well. Now, the 1 minute video is going to go onto Instagram. The 1 minute video goes onto your Facebook business page and your personal page. The 5 minute and 10 minute video goes to YouTube and to your Facebook group.
Right.
Instagram and your Facebook business page and your Facebook personal page all point towards join the group to get the full episode. So
Perfect.
your one link in your Instagram, turn that into your group.
Perfect.
So you could do, then what I would do is shoot some sort of photo that goes along with the same topic of what you've just produced, right? So then you've got a 10-minute video, a 1 minute video, and an image post. And you can obviously change the actual post, but it's pretty much going to be the same stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because remember, not everyone's going to see the stuff anyway. And so then you've got one topic, 3 pieces of content.
Awesome.
And then I would also add in a Facebook Live. There is actually an app I was just checking out, and I was talking with an Inner Circle member about this because he was going to do it. It's called Live Leap, LIVELEAP, which is you can do a Facebook Live and it'll be showcased on multiple, like in your Facebook group, in your Facebook page, in your Facebook business page. It puts it everywhere, so you'll get much more engagement out of it. Now, if you want to go super ninja, one method is you can get 2 phones to run a Facebook Live, right? You put one of the phones that's your members or in your group, right? The other phone is towards just your free content. So it could be like a Facebook Live or something like that, right? So let's say you do a Facebook Live, you jump on, you start talking about the topic, you start divulging everything, you're 5 to 10 minutes into it, and you go, right, everybody that's on like Instagram Live, thanks so much for being here. If you want to get the full episode, or if you want to be able to get everything that we're about to jump into, this is for only my paid members right now. Go and click into everything, like, thanks so much, see you later, click them off. And then you go into everything that you want with your actual members.
Yeah, I've been on those chats. I get that 100%. That works.
There you
Definitely.
go. Okay. How many like old leads, old clients, people that you've been in contact with, would there possibly be? Like, if you put a list of people that obviously you've been in contact with, they know that you're the good quality coach that you are, how many would that roughly turn out to be?
Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 15 to 20 people.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Did you shoot sales videos or create a sales page or anything like that last time?
What do you mean by sales page or sales video?
Like, did you have a sales page that talked to the main problem of what you're doing for your clients, what you do for your clients, who's the right fit, and how they sign on into the program?
Essentially, yeah, but it was just a video that was put into a sales funnel that was posted out. It was never one sales page on its own. If that makes sense. Like, that content was just pushed into a sales funnel. I remember being told to do that video about pain points and who you help and all of that kind of thing. But again, we were just told, put it into the funnel, make it one of the videos, and throw it in with all the other stuff.
Right. Let's call this a content pitch. Yep. So I'm just writing this stuff down. Dialogue, Facebook group, case study, case study, set up for right. Sequence, Facebook group. Okay, cool. All right, so the 5 projects are going to be your case study funnel for project number 1, where you'll just need to record the case study with the actual client that you've done with so far. This will turn out to be like a 20, 30, maybe even a 45-minute conversation. It's really easy. Essentially, they're just bragging about you, but they're using their whole entire case. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yep.
you know, when you get a photo and it's like, you've got someone up front, somewhere in the back, and this person's in shot, and they're just like, they're the ones that are in focus, but they're the ones promoting you the whole entire time. So it's just you being like, this is what we've done. Do you know what I mean? And you just talk about effectively, you're just setting yourself up as the actual authority figure in it really easily. So 100%. I've sent you the link for that funnel. So you get the funnel. So if you click on that link, that'll automatically put it straight into your ClickFunnels account. Just change those few things, put the video in it. That's all good. Then you just got to set up your emails into it. So obviously first email introduces and welcomes them into it and just gives them the link into the actual delivery page that you'll see. So the 3rd page in that funnel that I sent through. The follow-up emails, I'll send you through what we call 11-day lead sequence. So it's what does the first 11 days, when somebody is hot to trot, like obviously like you've got to be able to jump on it as quick as possible. Otherwise, they go into like what I call the friend zone. Do you know what I mean? Where they're like, yeah, this is all good, but they didn't convert into a client. You're like, okay, I've lost them. They've gone on to somebody else really quickly. So they've gone cold. So write the first 11 days of emails. It usually consists of about 6 to 7 emails that you can send them. It's mainly just content based. So you can pull from the best videos that you've already shot, put them into it, and it's obviously just showcasing what it is that you do. Second project will be your Facebook group. So essentially, you're going to have the pin post. Now all that. Have your template message to intro everyone into it. So when everyone joins, the message that you're going to send them, just saying like, hey Shane, great to have you, blah, blah, blah. Like I want everything systemized. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want you manually tapping away on the keyboard all night when you get home. Like that's bullshit. Doesn't have to. Make it as quick as possible. Like click and paste, boom, 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 get it all done. That's all easy. We're effectively going to use your Facebook group as your petri dish where everyone comes to. Face-to-face business, online business, everyone comes here, and then they can obviously like you can drive them into the right kind of like funnels to convert from there. Do you know what I mean? So pin post, template in there, daily content to obviously engage with them. That'll be a piece of cake. Project 3 is going to be your content. So you're going to do your 5 to 10 minute videos, which is going to be 3 per week. Do a Facebook Live. So let's make this really easy. Think of it this way. You've got 3 topics that you want to talk about in a week, right? Like it could be macros, training, lifestyle, whatever. I don't care. You do your 5 to 10 minute video and your post on Monday, right? Topic number 1, that's Monday. Tuesday, you do the 1 minute video and your Facebook Live, right? That's Tuesday. Wednesday, topic 2. 5 to 10 minute video and your post. Do you know what I mean? So do like the video launches in the morning, post in the afternoon. Then on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you do the Facebook Live talking about the same topic and the 1 minute video that goes to the main video. Friday, topic number 3, 5 to 10 minute video and the post. Saturday, Facebook Live and your 1 minute video. Sunday, do whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
You've got 2 posts a day, which I honestly think is more than enough when it's really good, high quality, and you will be able to run from it from there. So that's all good. So you've got your content, and I want you to also use Instagram and change your Instagram link in there as well. Project 4 is going to be your program launch accelerator. So this is going to be your sales page has got to get done. I'll shoot that through. So the template's there, a sales video. We just call this like a content pitch. So it's not a straight out sales video like, hey, look what I do, because no one cares what you actually do. They care what you can do for them. So it's mainly talking about what's the main problem that you're going to solve for your clients. And then simply, how do they, like, who's the right fit for the program? How does the program work? How do you join? Super simple that way. And then what we do is an email message dialogue. So you've got about 20 people that what we call low-hanging fruit, as in they know who you are, they know what you're about. You just need to start conversations with them. I dare say you probably got at least 40 or 50 if you really thought about it, sat down and went through like your network list. We call it like 100 list, but obviously if you don't get to 100, don't care. It's not the actual number. So I'll send through the actual messages. So it's kind of like, I forgot the name of the marketer that's created. That's going to really bother me that I can't say his name. What is it? It's called a 9-word email. 9-word email. I'm going to have to get this. It's going to piss me off if I don't get it. I was listening to his podcast the other day as well. Right. Oh, you bugger over things. Dean Jackson. Yes. All right. So Dean Jackson created a thing called a 9-word email, right? So I'll give you a template for what that is. Essentially, all it is you're going to throw a message out and you're just going to open up a conversation. Think of a hot potato situation. I throw a message out. You're going to get a really short one back. You throw another one back. You're going to another quick one back. 2 or 3 times, you're going to have a bit of a rapport set up. You're going to be able to have some insights into what's going on. Hey, Shane, sounds like what's really going on. Probably next best step from here is let's find out if you're a right fit for the program. Let's have a free weight loss consultation, figure out what the right diet and training program is. How's that sound for you? 90% of people are going to say, yeah, for sure. Then do whatever you do. That's super simple from there. Sweet. How many people are you booking in your face-to-face business for your one-on-one consultations, like when you walk the floor?
I guess so it'll be interesting. This week I'm going to go pick up a client. So generally, like the way my business goes, I'll set out to pick up a client. I pick up a client within a week. And generally, I might approach 3 people in the gym, get 2 into a consultation, sell 1. It's not, I've never worked on massive volume as in get 10 people into a consultation in a week and get 1 of them done. It was always stock 1 or 2 like that for the week or 2, get 2 of them in, sell 1. And that's literally been the way it's been since day 1.
Okay.
And again, me since day 1 as well. I mean, I've not had to pick up a client in the gym since January this year.
Yeah.
They've all just been clients that played with me.
So if anything, it's probably more of just an ass kicking that you need just to make sure that you're just following that through. And I'd say, let's say for the next 4 weeks that you've got to have at least 3 of those consultations booked each week.
Yeah, sounds good.
No. And we'll just look into the seminar. If you can run a seminar, I'll send through how you actually run like a seminar, like a workshop, 45-minute. You talk really easily. If you get 10 to 15 people in there, the next step, you're not selling your program from the workshop. It's nothing like that. The next step's the weight loss consultation. So it's just like a more scalable version, how to get more people into it. So effectively, you could probably, if you can run the seminar, you could probably stop walking the floor altogether. You run a workshop every 2 weeks on different topics. And that's going to fill your books for the consultations anyway.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that with the gym and just see is there any way I can kind of wangle into doing it.
Yeah.
See what I do.
Okay, so we've got case study funnel project 1, Facebook group project number 2, content project number 3, what we call your program launch accelerator for project number 4. So your sales page, your video, your email message dialogue. Essentially, this is the quick start into how you actually sell clients. And project number 5 is just going to be a one-on-one face-to-face PT. Laughing?
Sounds good.
I'll take a snap of this.
Pick it over.
I'll
Perfect.
snap this and send this to you. At the bottom, I want you to just send back to me what your goals are. So your 30, 60, 90-day goals. I do a celebrate section at the end. So at the end of every 90 days. So I think of it this way. If you break a year up, you know, like everyone does like 12-week goals, right? Or smart people do anyway, but they only think 12 weeks. And so you got 4 quarters in the year. So you sprint through quarter number 1. Then what happens? You sprint through quarter number 2. Then what happens? Anyway, you get the picture. You just sprint all year long and you get to the end of the year and you're like, I just didn't have any time. So anyway, the way I like to kind of structure things now is you work for 3 months, you take 1 month off. You work for you work for 3 months, take 1 month off, and you do that 3 times in the year. So you're looking to at least have 2, but you should be taking 3 months off per year.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we do 30, 60, 90, and at the end we have a celebrate. So at the celebrate section, I break this down into 4 things. What can I do for my family? Like, say for myself, it's like my wife and the girls. What do I do to say thanks for supporting me over the last 90 days? What do I do for friends and colleagues? What do I do for myself? And what do I do for the world? So you break it down into those 4 things. So there, effectively, once you hit the end, you go and celebrate, and you already know what you're going to do for those 4 things.
Sounds good.
Laughing. What questions you got for me?
Nothing. I just want to get my hands on it and get going.
All right,
That's
cool.
all. I like it. It's concise. It's put together. You've explained everything really well. I mean, having done courses and different things before, and just having the knowledge of what's going on. I mean, none of this is super new. It's just actually put together, actionable, and it's given to me in a way that I can actually process and do it.
Totally.
Which is obviously the most helpful thing.
No,
There's no good knowing that you can't do it.
No, this has been good. I love this. This is like, man, this jazzes me. I'm really happy with this. So I'll send everything through. I'll add you into the group just so you can update me, because I want at least an update every 7 days.
Yeah, sure.
I'm super happy with that. And let's just see how the progress goes with all that kind of stuff. Obviously, any questions, just whip it on through. But mate, this has been fun.
Yeah, mate, this was awesome. I really appreciate it. I mean, yeah, honestly, I got the rest of the day off today. So I got a lot of stuff that I can get done. I definitely have some shit by the end of the week.
Good. All right. Well, you go have
a
very busy day. Get all the stuff done. We'll talk soon, Shane, but I really appreciate you taking the time out. I appreciate you first reaching out to me, mate. It was a fucking long email that you sent, but it was a good email. And that's why I wanted to take the effort for this. So, no, it was good.
I appreciate it, man. Well, that's it. Thanks.
Beautiful, man. Talk soon, Shane.
See you later.
Now, if this episode has been helpful for you, I would love if you could click like and share it out to your other trainers and coaches. And also, if you want to join the Coaches Cartel, join the same programs that you're seeing the other successful coaches and trainers go through right now, then I'll pop a link below for you to apply for the quick one-on-one chat, just to make sure that you qualify and to make sure that we actually map out the exact plan that you need to get started as well. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.